Joe Ducard here, and I want to share with you my favorite way to approach women now. So I've tried lots of approaches throughout the years. I've tried the asking girls questions and opinion openers. I've tried doing direct approaches and shocker approaches and all this other stuff throughout the years. But the way I approach now feels comfortable, feels natural, works incredibly well. So I want to share it with you what I've been doing recently so you could take it and use it for yourself as well. And I'm going to give you examples on how to use them so you can incorporate them into your life as well. So my favorite type of approach that I'm using now is what I call an observational question. And by that I mean it's something about her or the environment that you've observed or noticed, and then making a question about about something in the environment or about her. So I'm going to give you some examples here. The first one that I came up with, which works really well, it's very simple, you could use at the grocery store or at any store. So what I'll do is, if I'm in close proximity to a girl, and this works really good in checkout lines or things like that, I'll look over, she's got her basket, and I'll just say, "Did you get anything good?" That's it. That's what you just say right there. Did you get anything good? I was with a buddy of mine in line at Whole Foods. There's a cute girl behind us, and she had her basket there. I looked back, talked to my friend, I looked back, I said, "Did you get anything good?" Just casually threw that out there. And she just started going through a cart. "Yeah, I got this, I got that." And I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." So she showed me a few items that I thought were really cool. And then we actually struck up a conversation that was pretty good. And it's very easy to transition off that by just introducing yourself. "I'm Joe, what's your name?" She says that, "How long have you lived in the city?" Whatever, go into a conversation after that. It's just an observation, and it came off so smooth and natural. And it's a way that you would talk to a friend. It's just an awesome little simple way to start a conversation. So that's one example. Second situation is when you run into a big group of girls. So I was talking to my students about this on a boot camp earlier this year, and what's the best way to approach a group that has a lot of girls in it, a whole big group? I said the best way to go in is just to walk up and ask a question about the group. "Hey, what's everyone celebrating tonight? What's the occasion?" Right? That works super, super well. Another question you can ask is, "Hey, where's everybody in town from?" Very simple, very easy question to ask, and they'll respond. You could either ask the whole group that itself, which can work really well, or you could ask just one of the girls. If you're too nervous to talk to the whole group, just tap one of the girls. "Hey, what are you guys celebrating tonight?" Or, "Where are you guys in town from?" Very simple, starts a conversation. She comes back, and now you can talk about where they're from, what they think of the city, where you're from, and start a very easy and natural conversation. That has worked so well for groups that I'm teaching it on every program that I do now. Now, if you're out and you see one girl on her own, you can make a very simple question or observation about her. One that my buddy uses, that's his only approach he uses, is he'll just say to the girl, "You staying out of trouble or what?" Right? You could definitely say that. A very simple approach to just start a conversation by making an observation about the girl. Another simple one that I like to use if a girl's standing by herself, I'll just say, "Did you find them?" And she'll be like, "Well, what do you mean?" I'm like, "Did you find your friends? Where are they? Where'd they go?" And then she's just like, "Oh, I don't know where they go." And I just start a conversation with her about, where her friends are at. Because if she's by herself, I just say that. That works super, super well. I could also say too is, "What are you up to over here? You holding down the space?" Simple, right? You're holding down that space in the bar, whatever it may be. Very simple, easy way to just make an observation, start a conversation with a girl by herself. Works super awesome. If you have two girls, which groups of two are a great approach to do if you see two girls together. When you have two girls, what I like to do, what I've been doing a lot recently, is just going up to them and say, "Hey, you guys local or tourists?" And it's just really funny. And if they are tourists, they're from out of town, then we talk about where they're from and things like that. And if they're local, it's kind of like a tease or like a joke, right? And then they're like, "Oh, we're not tourists, we actually live here." I'm like, "Oh, okay, really are you locals, or when did you move here?" Right? And like, "Oh, I've only been here for 3 years." I'm like, "Oh, technically you're still a tourist," right? So I found that little simple question works really well to break into a group of girls. So, and you can use that when you're traveling as well. And then if you're a tourist, they're a tourist, it's good. And if they're locals, you're like, "Well, I'm a tourist, so don't hate me." And then just start going into a conversation from there. So this approach I've been using recently has been working super awesome. I definitely think you should try it out. It comes off easy, comes off simple, comes off natural, and works incredibly well. And what it does, I've noticed, it definitely cuts down on approach anxiety. I definitely don't have much anxiety to just kind of throw one of these questions out off the bat. Feel free to come up with your own as you go, but this type of approach is so easy and simple to use, and it works incredibly well. Go give it a shot. Let me know how it works for you. And when you're ready, I'll have the next video for you over here. And feel free to go to my channel, check out any of my other videos that I have for you.